conference call like we did with myself and Oloye Igboho, we will continue to stick to that relationship with the Biafra vice Simon Ekpa. That is on that. But for anybody to now think that because Igboho said, and I quote, God will grant Tinubu good health. Okay, so should we continue to say God should not grant him good health so that he can die right now and then it becomes like Yaradua and Jonathan takes over? But it will be a reverse with Shetima. That is not going to happen. Tinubu will leave until whatever is going to happen in Nigeria will happen. Oh, because he says that, Tinubu will turn around Nigeria. Oh, do you think that Tinubu can turn Nigeria around? Do you think, all you that are pointing finger now, do you think that Tinubu himself can turn Nigeria around? I'm sure some of you knows that it can never happen. We all know that. As I speak to you tonight, the inflation in Nigeria is 28%. 28%, 60% of Nigerians do not have jobs. 60%. That means they're waking up on a daily basis without no job. How is he going to turn Nigeria around? Oh, is he going to go to Mummy Water? Is he going to go to America and request for billions of dollars so that they can pump it into that shithole economy that is dead on arrival? How is he going to turn it around? So Igboho saying that Tinubu will turn Nigeria around. The question is how? When Nigerians are now paying terrorists by raising money through whatever means so that they can take 60 million into the terrorist camp in the same Nigeria that Tinubu is still the president. We thought Tinubu would not be as Buhari, but again, it's almost the same thing like Buhari because he said, and I quote, that I will continue from where Buhari stopped. And we now know where Buhari stopped and we know where Tinubu is going. Is it not a government that has been there for 8 months? Have we not all seen the shenanigans that is going on in that shit-o cycle? So if Igboho says that, what is the fuel? Why are you all concerned? Okay, he prayed for Tinubu to turn Nigeria around. Let Tinubu turn Nigeria around now. Does that stop the self-determination? No. The Scottish people, right yesterday, right in the parliament, I told you I am your international correspondent. They were questioning Rishi Sunak about the attack on the Houthis in the last couple of days. The leader of the Scottish nationalists spoke. They are not happy because they are concerned that that would trigger more problem. And that is exactly what has happened because yesterday, the same Houthis have attacked American ship. Maybe tonight, America is going to attack more. Iran has attacked Iraq, American consulate. So that region is very, very tough. What am I trying to derive from there? What many of you do not understand is there will be different ways that even if Igboho send a message to Tinubu, the Scottish people have electricity, they have water, they have welfare. They will not come to Nigeria and study, as so many of you excited. Some Americans came to Nigeria some years ago, to study Nigeria, and they are now doing reunion. Do you think the next set of Americans will come and study in any of the shit-hole university where you are getting a 4-year course under 4 months with fake certificate? Even we know that Tinubu himself has a fake certificate. Nobody even have a record of Tinubu. Does that mean that if Igboho says God gave him a good health and let him turn Nigeria around, how is he going to turn Nigeria around if he's not going to sell Nigeria to the Lebanese and the rest of the Western colonial power? That is what he's going to do. Oh, you want Igboho to start saying that Tinubu, Tinubu should die yesterday, he should die tomorrow. Oh, that is what you're expecting. You are all idiot. You are all buffoon. And some of you that keep coming up and saying that, oh, Igboho, is a freedom fighter that have run away. You are bastard. When was the last time when we were on the ground that you came right there that I did not see you? Show me the picture. Idiot all over the place. When was the last time you came? We had rallies in London. Some of you cannot even come to the rally. In London, yeah. They held rally in America. Some of you could not even leave the time. You are not even traveling to Nigeria. You could not even make it to the rally ground. We could not get 20,000 Yoruba people to attend the rally in London. 20,000 we couldn't get. But I can tell you, when 25,000 Yoruba people are killed, which is going to happen because there will be a war. Whether it's going to happen now, in the next 3 years, 8 years, I don't know. But there will be a war. If 25,000 people are killed, like we saw in Palestine, 1 million British people will come out on our behalf, and that would disgrace all you bastard Yoruba people that couldn't come out when we were all crying that they were holding Igboho in the custody. Many of you could not come out. Elderly Yoruba people were coming out. Many Yoruba people live in this country, in UK. They couldn't come out to support us, to cry in front of the British government while Igboho was being held. And the same thing is replica to the Biafra. They're bastard. Many of them were coming out every day, while some of them could not be bothered. They sit down in their comfortable room, and they are now coming out to say that, thanks so much, Kunle Baker, my brother. And they are now coming out to say, oh, Igboho is a freedom fighter that has run away. We are not going to talk too much. You expect me to come out and give you the next plan. The one that we gave every one of you, you have now taken it to Lori Buruku Duponitiri. I remember a call prior before the whole movement was destroyed by Oloshi woman here. We had a conference call, myself, Igboho, and some few people. While we were talking in that meeting, we did not know that some of them are no longer part of us. Let me say this clearly again. If you like, give me £2,000. If you like, don't give me any money. I only trust myself, Igboho, Babakitoye, my mom, and my family. I do not trust anybody. I'm sorry to say that. Because we don't know who you are. I don't even know who you are working for. I know what Igboho is working for. I slept in his house. I slept in his bedroom. I was with him for 6 months. I told Igboho that we should move faster than that. But Igboho is an intelligent man. Now I realize why he was telling me what I was telling him. I traveled to Nigeria because I wanted to make sure that we push some things in. But Igboho said no. Sat me down. Told me this and that. Now I realize that it was for the best interest. Because I realized that Yoruba people were not ready. We are ready, but halfway we are not ready. If we are ready, you will go and listen to Duponitiri and Yolori Bruku. Duponitiri that none of you have seen physically. You will go there and be listening to Ijile. Ijile that doesn't have the papers to live in Turkey. Ijile that cannot travel to do a rally in Turkey. Even before Duponitiri came, Ijile never make any rally in Turkey. And bastard Yoruba people kò ní dá fún gbogbo ẹni mọ̀ sọ ẹ ní ṣoríire. And you are gbéra, go and sit with Duponitiri, and then you are saying that you have a country when Igboho was on the field on a daily basis. Let me say this clearly. The movement is still alive. We will bury the mother, and then we will decide what is next. If you are in a haste and you don't know where we are taking you, I beg you, start your own movement. At least we have people that say they've got a Yoruba Nation country on the social media. Idiot, bastards. They say they have Yoruba Nation country. You can also start your own. That would not stop us from all coming later on in the front. If you think that they have a country, let them have a country. A country where President Bola Tinubu is the president. A country where there is still the Nigerian security. A country where there is the Nigerian military. A country where people are still running on a daily basis in the same economy that is not yet a Yoruba economy. Even the Biafras have not fully come out to say they have a full declaration. Even though they've set up a lot of formation. They've set up their own system. We cannot run the same system with the Biafra. The Biafra is different from the Yorubas. The Yorubas will run it the way we want under the leadership of Professor Banji Akintoye. If you are not comfortable with Professor Banji Akintoye, elo para yin ke mu sniper ke pai. Because at the end of the day, most of you cannot even do what he's doing. And if you can do it, I challenge you to start now. And let us start seeing the signal. and send the signal back and let us see how we can support you. I'm sure Igboho will be happy. I'm sure Baba Akintoye will be happy. We have talked about many things to make sure that we can liberate our people. The first thing is we feed them with the right information to bring their mind back away from the shito country called Nigeria. We started that until Dukpo Onitiri infiltrated the movement and destroyed it halfway. And we have learned people that sit with her and tell me, Olayomi Koiki, a journalist here in UK, confirmed journalist, I am not a blogger. You will never get, most of them cannot get to number 10 Downing Street. Most of those that call themselves medias, they can't get to number 10 Downing Street because they don't have the security clearance. I have security clearance in this country, and that is why I can be in number 10 Downing Street at any given point if I wish to go. I will now come and tell Yoruba people that we have a country when we don't have the country. I am still responding back to the interview. There was nothing wrong in that interview. Even though many of you are the one that will come out and say, oh, Igboho ti sọ̀rọ̀ jù. I remember when Igboho was responding to my interview in his residence in Soka, how he responded to the late son of Pastor Gio Adeboye. I remember how many Yoruba people came out on us. We did apologize to him. We were almost going to see him, but I will leave that for another day because it's not consumption for the public. But he called, and he did accepted our apology, even though Igboho never meant exactly how it was all twisted. Let me say it clearly. Igboho will congratulate Tinubu if he wished to. That has not stopped the Yoruba Nation movement. Like I said earlier, the Scottish people have the right to self-determination. The English refuse to give them the right anymore, but they have everything working for them. So even if Nigeria is working, oh, are we not going to say because Nigeria is working, we don't want to leave Nigeria anymore? No. We still have the right to say we don't want Nigeria anymore. Scotland is far ahead in Nigeria, 300 times ahead. But the Scottish people are not excited being part of the union that started in 1700. Why do you think they want to break away from England or the union called Great Britain? Because they don't want to be known as that anymore. They want to have their own self-independent country. So even if Tinubu turns around Nigeria, the next president comes in, and then what happened? It destroyed the northern part of Nigeria, destroy Nigeria, Yoruba destroy Nigeria, Igbo destroy Nigeria, every ethnic group destroy Nigeria. Because that is what the British government wanted. A foundation that we will kill each other, we will have hatred on each other, and we are saying that that is no longer working. So let me say it again. If you are not happy with all I have said in the last few hours, you can still find the nearest expressway and jump into the vehicle coming so that we take you as -1. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí gbogbo ibikíbi tí ẹ bá wà. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín fún àdúró tì yín. Fún àdúró tì yín lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, because they've never witnessed anything like this before. It was a shock absorber to them. They tried, they pushed, they said, they did spiritual attack. They even went further to do certain things that we will leave away from the social media. They now realize that, wow, these ones are a different breed. They realize that Koiki media is not those kind of their shit-o media at home. They bribe people. They cajole some individuals and told them, we will look after you. I might not have the money, but I have the life that I'm enjoying. A lot of you will never enjoy those kind of life. Telling me to come back to Nigeria, you will not be the one to tell us to come back to Nigeria. When the right time comes, we will be on the ground to complete the job. Right now, Igboho is in Germany, I am in UK. If that is making you uncomfortable, you can get a visa. And if you can't get a visa, You can go to Jos and allow the Fulani to kidnap you.